1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Oh, I can hear me now. Excellent. Thank you.
So these will be, much of this stuff will just be segregated.
Okay, okay, yeah, sure.
So if something's a two-page chart, be careful.
Okay,
you
sure,
know,
yeah.
Yeah, that was at Westmoreland Country Club in that.
Yeah.
Power went out, we had
Tree
13-piece
limbs
band,
down
and 13-piece band, and whole building went out, and they kept us there, and we just played ridiculous combinations of grand piano. We had a grand piano.
Yeah.
Violins
We
played
did
a lot.
violins.
Yeah.
Played
Horns
piano.
didn't so much. The singers sang a little bit, like they went up right up to Rodney Davis.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, we got this generator for you. And it was like, the generator you'd use in your backyard
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
It's
good
like,
luck plugging that in.
yeah, it was in the rain. It was in the wet. It was wet, and it's not grounded. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't. You replaced the microphone on ungrounded electricity.
Yeah.
You did not get it.
I mean, so one of gig that I play, I was the organist.
Yeah.
No power.
Yeah.
Power was out. I can do
Oh,
anything. Air pump.
You need a market grinder thing.
Yeah.
When was it? When was this, Steve?
There was the, but like luckily they have a string quartet with the piano, so I just play
Okay.
entirely on the
Yeah,
piano.
they were able to make
Unplugged.
do. Just had the ceremony in the dark.
But, I mean, we could have, fortunately, the clients were so nice.
Yeah.
Because you never
You
know.
do.
Well, people are, people are,
There was like a tree down at the entrance to the club.
right.
But can't come in and out.
You couldn't hardly get
Well,
around.
about like the whole thing with the generator saying, why can't you play? Well,
Yeah.
because it's totally unsafe.
Right.
And I'm sure that thing wasn't gonna power us for more than 15 minutes anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, even tonight, it's like the power is out. Who cares? We can play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is old school for me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny with the vocalist coming close, it reminds me of those stories of those old Louis Armstrong sessions where they play the cone.
Yeah,
And
oh,
they
yeah,
have
for-
Louis stand 20 feet away because
Yeah.
he was just overwhelming with the little Victrola dog system.
Yeah.
So at the History Museum, when we played Saturday night, there's a cornet in one of the cases, and I always take pictures. Because it's supposedly given by Dick Spiderback to Jimmy McCartney. Jimmy was marrying McCartney
Yeah.
first husband. And here's a famous Chicago cornet. But the bell that's on the cornet doesn't match the date. It says on the thing, not that there's a date on the bill, but I know when you started manufacturing that bell, bell goes.
Yeah.
So I know about that stuff. So I posted a picture on Saturday night, and these people who really know about these things in more detail, like they could look at a little bell cap and say, oh, well, that was the 1929 bell. And they looked and I said, no, they agree with me, it probably was made in like 2019, 27, 28, but the man who was given to Jimmy Carter probably replaced the bell, maybe the bell got damaged or something like that. But they could tell from the body of the horn, you can see the little photograph I made through the glass, that it was not just a New York box, but a Bronx box, which is 1929 or something.
Okay.
Wow.
Before you went to yeah.
That they could tell that too, the little nuance, come
Mm-hmm.
through your picture.
Right.
Because I saw,
the Don Kagan Orchestra. Woo! So the best part of Simchat Torah is that you don't have to choose a favorite part of Torah. You get every part of Torah. So what I would like to invite everyone to do is to spread themselves out all around the room in one big circle. One really big circle. I'm a little bit winded. Standing, if you can. And to have all of our Torah readers come meet Cantor right here in the middle. So we're going to spread everyone out. We can even fill in these spots over here. And where did Danny go? He went somewhere. He ran out. So Danny's going to help me because we're going to start over here. The Torah just happens to be rolled to Leviticus. It's so helpful that way. I know. I hope you've been stretching, Danny. And we're going to fill in every empty gap here so that we can hold the Torah. And I'd like to invite you to either hold the Torah from the tip and pinching the tip from the top, or from the bottom and letting it rest on your arms. We're going to try to avoid touching the ink with our hands. So Danny's going to take our Genesis side. Matt, you can keep taking some pictures because this is a great picture moment.
I love that.
And we're going to come around here. Oh, and Matt, I'm going to kick you this. And if you could support the Torah, either from the top or from the bottom. There you go, perfect. And we did a very careful measurement of this room. We should be able to unroll the entire Torah and not have to overlap at all. Whew. All right, come pinch the top. Perfect. And take a step this way so you can support it. Excellent. We're going to try to keep even spacing. Perfect. Whew. And we're going to keep filling in these gaps a little bit as much as we can. No, it's okay. We're almost there. Do you guys want to come and help hold the Torah? Maneuvering. Oh, wow. All right, so I'm going to invite everyone to very gently, very carefully. The Torah doesn't stretch. Maybe take a step backwards. And we're all going to take a step towards the social hall. There we go. So that way this group can take a step towards the social hall and see if we can fill in a little bit of space here. All right, we're getting there. How much more Torah do you have to? You've got plenty of Torah left to go.
I got plenty of Torah.
Let's all take one step that way, one step that way, and then keep spreading out this way and that way. Perfect. And what I'm going to ask is all of our friends over towards Leviticus, if we can spread out a little bit more. So we've still got so much more Torah left to unroll.
Oh, my goodness.
So much Torah. So if we could, Matt, if you could help us spread out going this way and spread out coming this way. There we go. I'm trying.
Matt's going to lead us.
Help us in the spreading of the outs. Thanks, Lila. Great, and we should have like an arm's length from person to person at least. You've still got a bunch to go.
I'm at the end.
Where's he?
I'm there.
Okay. Oh, you're at Genesis. Okay.
At Genesis. And what we can do is I can go like this,
Okay.
because I don't think we have any Genesis chanters.
No, we got to start at the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but I can unroll for you at that point.
Okay. Because we've got so much over here left to go. Marianne, would you like to come hold? Thank you, Marianne. Just right here at the top.
Thank you, Marianne.
No problem.
How much more do we have to go? Okay, this is 2 portions here, at least.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm going to go this way.
Do you want me to like take one of the ends?
yeah, let's start with holding. Do you want to hold the tree here? And Marianne, would you be able to hold it? Like, I'd suggest from the bottom, hold it here, and we'll lean it right here. Does that feel okay? Okay. We could use a little bit more space, but it's okay. So Cantor is placing all of our Torah readers who have become bar or bat mitzvah in the last year. You can see that they're all spread out through the whole Torah. And there's a couple very special parts of Torah that are really easy to see from far away. So does anyone see some part of Torah that looks different than all of the other paragraphs? So we see a place over here you're pointing at. Excellent. So over here, we have, it is a part of, what does this start over here? So this is the start of Numbers. So this is in the book of Leviticus, and it is a part of our blessings of tribes over here. And it's an excellent sighting, right? We've got some parts that are poem sections, and I think you should be able to see maybe another poem section. If you're standing over here, you should be able to see a really obvious poem section over on this side. Anyone feel like they can point at one? Allison, raise your hand. You get to be holding the Song of the Sea right there. This is where we get Mi Chamocha from, and you can almost see it looks a little bit like maybe some people interpret it as bricks of the pyramids. Some people interpret this poem as steps in the sand as the Israelites cross the sea. So we've got one of our poems right there. We're doing great. We're doing great. And we managed to get the whole Torah unrolled. We just barely fit it in our sanctuary. Great. So before we read from Torah, there's always a blessing. B'nai Mitzvah of 2023, 2024, also known as the year of 5784. Will you help lead us in the blessing for Torah, and then we'll all respond to you? This one is Asher Bachar Banu. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. So we're going to start almost at the very beginning with Lila, who is our first reader in Genesis. And will you hand us one of the microphones?
Yeah. You just wait for the microphone. So, no, it's not on. Okay. So,
Testing.
Lila will be chanting for us from Parshat Vayera. Do I just start? Go ahead. I'll help you if you need it.
Amen. Va'adonai pakad et Sarah ka'asher amar vayas Adonai l'Sarah ka'asher diber vatahar vatelet Sarah le'Avraham ben lizkunav lamoed asher diber oto Elohim Vaikra Avraham et Shem beno Hanolat lo Asher atalo Ya Asher yalda lo Sarah Yitzchak.
Yasher Koach. Beautiful job.
Yasher So Yasher Koach means all the strength. And whenever someone does something that shows a lot of leadership and a lot of courage, we wish them Yasher Koach, all the strength. Let's try that together. Yasher Koach. Excellent. So you can see that the book of Genesis is a lot of storytelling. It is almost all in paragraph format, and it tells the story of everyone from Adam and Eve through Abraham and Sarah and Isaac and Ishmael and Rebekah and Jacob and Rachel and Leah and their 13 children. 13, a whole lot of children. And we get all the way to the end where we get a little bit of Jacob blessing his children. And you can see there's actually this one really big gap right here. You should see 4 other gaps throughout the whole Torah. And that is where one book of Torah ends and another book of Torah begins. So this is the end of Genesis right here and the beginning of the book of Exodus. For 18 trivia points, who knows the book of Exodus in Hebrew? Who knows the name of the book of Exodus in Hebrew? Shemot, 18 trivia points. Good job, Archie. So the book of Exodus begins with the story of Moses, and there arose in Egypt a Pharaoh who did not know about Joseph. And we get the introduction of Moses as a prince of Egypt, and this is where you would start playing the movie in your head. And then you would get Moses running away to the hills of Midian and meeting Jethro and his wife Zipporah, and then getting the command from God to go back to free the Israelites and tell Pharaoh,
Let my people go.
see, you all know Torah so well. And Pharaoh takes a couple of reminders before he actually lets the Israelites go. How many plagues have to be sent? 10 plagues all the way through, and you can, imagine yourself taking one dip out of your lemonade cup for every plague until we get to the Song of the Sea. And the Song of the Sea lends to us our Micha Mocha prayer, and it becomes Moses' song of triumph over Pharaoh, and Miriam, his sister, adds on an excellent epitaph all the way at the end.
Yeah, so you can see that it's kind of 3 stretched out columns. Some people say that it looks like the sea parted with the path in the middle that they could walk to the other side, and it's chanted partly with Torah trope and partly with a special melody. Az yashir Moshe uvnei Yisrael et hashira hazot ladonai vayomru lemor ashir ladonai kika oga sus v'rochvo rama vayam oziv zimradia vayhili lishua zaylivan vehu Elohei aviv aromimenu Adonai ish milchama Adonai shemo Markevot paro v'chelo yara bayam umivchar shalishav tu be'u v'yam suf.
Yasher Koach. Now, it doesn't take long for the Israelites to cross the Sea of Reeds and then start to wonder, well, what does it really mean that I've entered into a covenant with God? So not long after, in fact, in the very next Torah portion, we get a little bit of some of the commandments that are given from God to the Israelites. For another 18 trivia points, how many commandments are there in the entire Torah? Lila. So there's 10 main ones. Excellent. 613. Lila, tiny little high five. Yes. 613 commandments, of which Brody here is going to read just one or two for us.
Amen.
These are the most serious of the commandments.
Vaidaber Ha'eleh lemor. Anohi Adonai Elohecha asher hotzeiti chama. Mitzrayim. Mibei avadim.
Yeshua. You can see just how much fun Brody had at his bar mitzvah, that he's remembering it, and it was excellent. So we continue through the book of Exodus, and we get all the way to Archie for 18 life points. What was the name of your Torah portion?
Vayakel.
Vayakel, excellent. So we get a whole lot of descriptions about building the Mishkan, and then we get descriptions about the instructions for building the Mishkan. We get a whole lot of instructions about this, the vessel that holds the 10 Commandments, both the whole and the broken version, and the tent that the Israelites built in the center of their camp that was where they went to go and meet God. And Archie is going to read us a little bit of that.
Amen. Vayakel Moshe et kol adat b'nei Yisrael v'ayomer alehem ele hadvarim asher tiva Adonai lasot otam sheshet yamim te'aseh melacha uvayom hashvi'i hihyeh lachem kodesh shabbatov l'Adonai kol hazevo melacha yumat.
Oh, excellent. And we continue all the way through the book of Exodus for 18 high points. Who remembers what a big gap in the text means? Lila, you already did one. It's a new book of Torah. So for another 18 high points, we have just finished the book of Exodus, also known as the book of Shemot. Say it really loud, Josh. Vayikra is the Hebrew name to the book of Leviticus. So Leviticus, also known as Rabbi Cohen's favorite book of the Torah, because it teaches if it can be broken, you can also have the opportunity to fix it. It talks a lot about how the Israelites communicate with God, particularly through the process of sacrifices. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Sacrifices? We don't do sacrifices anymore. That's exactly what you all sound like. And it's true, we don't do sacrifices anymore, but we find the inspiration for a lot of our prayers in the sacrifices, including our prayers of thanksgiving, our prayers for peace, even our prayers of asking for forgiveness. And a lot of them are inspired by the book of Vayikra. And Josh is going to read us a little bit.
Amen. Vayetzaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. Zo tihye Torah Torah bayom tohorato behuva el hakohen. V'yetza hakohen el michutz lemachane v'ra'a hakohen v'hine nirpa nega hatzarat min hatzarua, v'tziva hakohen, v'leka lamitaher, shte tziporim hayot tahorot, v'etz eres ushni tolat v'ezov.
Yashikoach. Amazing. Now, Leviticus doesn't only include descriptions of the sacrifices that will eventually become our prayers, but it also describes other ways that we can be holy. And in fact, we have an entire chapter of Leviticus, Leviticus 19, that we have nicknamed the Holiness Code, the laws and practices that all of us do that help us to become just as holy as God. And Cantor, I believe, is going to read us a couple of those instructions on how to be holy.
Okay. Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el kol adat b'nei Yisrael, v'amarta lehem kedoshim tiyu, ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohechem. Ishimo v'aviv tira'u, v'shabtotai tishmoru, ani Adonai Elohechem. And then there's a very famous verse in this chapter also, which is known as the middle verse of the whole Torah. And it says, Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. And I didn't find it, but it's there.
It's somewhere in that paragraph in Leviticus 19.
Wait, found it. It's right here. So that's the middle of the Torah. Right here,
and you can see the help that Rabbi Hellbrown is giving. Every time that someone reads from Torah, we have a role that's called a gabbai, which really means someone to help us make sure that we are reading and pronouncing the Torah correctly, and also someone to always be a lending hand, just in case a word of Torah falls out of our heads. It's usually in theirs too. Thanks, Rabbi Hellbrown. It rhymes with rabbi, gabbai, rabbi. They're almost interchangeable, except that cantors can also be gabbais, and also non-clergy can be gabbais. So we continue through the book of Leviticus, talking all about sacrifices, talking about holiness, ways of becoming spiritually pure when life inevitably makes us a little bit impure. And then we get to the next little gap, another break in the story that takes us from the book of Leviticus to 18 high points. Who knows what comes after Leviticus? One back. Not quite Deuteronomy. Numbers. Excellent. Numbers. And the Hebrew name for the book of Numbers is... Ooh, this is really hard. Dr. Litsky, help out. Bamid Bar, how'd you know that, Archie? Excellent, high five.
I just have everything memorized.
Excellent, Bamid Bar, which means in the wilderness. The book of Numbers describes a lot of the interactions that the Israelites had during their wanderings, and it also includes the ordination of Aaron, Moses' brother, as priest of the community, taking on a leadership role in the spiritual aspect of the tribes of Israel. And in the book of Numbers, we also get the blessing that every single one of our B'nai Mitzvah received when they changed their role in the community, when they became leaders in our community. We call it Birkat Kohanim, or the priestly benediction.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Yashikoach. May God bless you and protect you. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you. May God's face always be turned towards you and bless you with shalom. Hopefully that feels a little bit familiar. Right, Archie? It feels so familiar. You're just supposed to agree with your rabbi always. Thank you. That was the most important part of your bar mitzvah, is always agree with the rabbi. And we continue through the book of Numbers. Unsurprisingly, because the book of Numbers is usually read over the summer, we have a few fewer bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah services during the book of Numbers, because usually you all are at camp, you're enjoying the beautiful outdoors, you're doing great things with building more community, and that means that we have a few fewer b'nai mitzvah, so we get all the way through the interactions of the Israelites and the groups of people that they encounter along the way, until we get to the last book of Torah. Now you all know the answer. It's the book of Deuteronomy. And Brody, you remember the entire book of Deuteronomy? No way!
Hi, Rabbi, it's actually true. Because what was Brody's Torah portion?
Brody,
What
your
happens in your Torah portion?
The Ten Commandments.
And
Excellent.
what book was your Torah portion in? Exodus. Do you know that the Ten Commandments happens twice? The Ten Commandments happens twice.
In Devarim,
Yeah.
you get not only 18 high points, but you get 36 high points, because you knew it in English and in Hebrew.
Yeah.
Air high five, Brody. Thank you.
The Ten Commandments are right over here again.
So we have a repetition of the Ten Commandments, which comes before another really good summary of the entire Torah portion. It's really, of the entire Torah, it's really easy to find because it's got a big ayin and a really big daled. If you put that together, it makes the word aid, meaning witness. We have all become witness to the Torah, to God's gift of Torah to all of us. And if you put those letters in the words that they spell, you get Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, from Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5, or maybe chapter 5, verse 6. Sometimes I reverse it in my head.
I didn't put it in the binder.
It will continue with the words Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, right? We all know that too, right? Yeah. And in fact, when you chant the Ve'ahavta, you are chanting the Torah trope that we would read on Shabbat. So you already know how to read an entire section of Torah without ever studying for your bar or bat mitzvah. You are just Torah experts, and it happened while you slept. Good job. In the book of Deuteronomy, it becomes Moses' last chance to teach the Israelites all about the things that they've experienced for 4 whole books. So he retells the story, mostly starting at the book of Exodus, which I lost the gap. It's somewhere around here. Where's the gap that starts the book of Exodus? There you go. So Exodus, all the way through Leviticus and the book of Numbers. Moses says it's so important you need to hear it again, and tells it now from his perspective, all the way until we get to the portion that's called Re'eh, and that Zach is going to read us a couple verses of.
Rock and roll.
Amen. Aser ta'aser et kol tivuat. Zarecha chayotze chasadeh shena shena. Ve'achalta lifnei Adonai Elohecha b'makom asher yivchar. Lishakein shmo sham. Masar deganach tirosha v'yitarecha. Uvchorot bekarcha, vitzonecha lema'an tiomad, la'ir'a et Adonai Elohecha kol chayamim, v'hi yirbech mimacha chaderech, ki lo tuchal, se'eto ki yirchak mimacha hamakom asher yivchar Adonai Elohecha Lasum shmo sham, ki yivarechacha Adonai Elohecha, vinatata b'kasef, vitzarta kesef, beyadcha, v'chalavta el hamakom asher yivchar Adonai Elohecha bo.
Shikoach. Amazing. We're getting so close to the end. You can see that Moses starts to lapse into little pieces of poetry here and there until he finally gets to what we call Shirat Moshe, the song or the poem of Moses, also known as the portion called Ha'azinu. It's laid out into two narrow columns per section of Torah, and so it is one of the easiest portions to find. And it brings us all the way to the exact anniversary of Chase's bar mitzvah, because do you remember what else your bar mitzvah was other than Shabbat? What other holiday it was? What's today? It was Simchat Torah. Simchat Torah, which it is so rare that it happens on Shabbat. So Chase had the honor of reading a little bit of the last portion of the Torah that we actually only read on Simchat Torah, unless Simchat Torah is also on Shabbat. We never ever read V'zot HaBracha, the last portion of Torah, unless it is also on Shabbat. So Chase, you get to be particularly unique in your Torah portion. And so help us end the Torah.
Amen. Vaya'al Moshe me'arvot Moav el har nevo rosh hapiska sher el panei Yericho vayerechu Adonai et kol haaretz et Gilad Adan ve'et kol Naphtali ve'et Eretz Ephraim Umnashe ve'et kol Eretz Yehuda ad hayom ha'aharon ve'et Negev ve'et hakikar bigat Yericho Irhat Marim ad Zoar.
Shikoach. So we have one last thing to do to make this officially Simchat Torah. It is not just Simchat Torah, the joy of Torah, but we have to end and begin the Torah practically in the same breath, though Cantor, you're going to be allowed to breathe, I promise. So we are going to read the last few words of Torah and the very first few words of Torah so we can start our reading cycle all over again.
Yeah, you're doing great. All right, I just got to find my spot. Okay. V'lo kam naviot b'Yisrael k'Moshe asher yad'o Adonai panim el panim lechol ha'otot v'hamoftim asher shelacho Adonai la'asot ba'eretz Mitzrayim lefaro ulechol avadav ulechol artzao ulechol hayad hachazaka ulechol hamora hagadol asher asa Moshe leinei kol Yisrael Breshit bara Elohim et hashamayim v'et haaretz v'haaretz hayta tohu vavohu v'choshech al pnei tehom v'ruach Elohim merachefet al pnei hamayim Vayomer Elohim yehi or, vayehi or, vayar Elohim et haor ki tov, vayavdel Elohim ben haor uven hachoshech, vayikra Elohim leor yom, v'lachoshech kara laila, vayhi erev, vayhi voker, Yom Echad.
Yasher Koach. Let's close with a blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. What you just heard Cantor say is there never again rose a prophet like Moses who lived until 120 and knew God face to face. And in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void. So if you want to hear more, cliffhanger, but you can come back on Saturday to hear even more Torah, or even every Saturday to hear more Torah.
So the last letter of the whole Torah is Lamed, and the first letter of the whole Torah is Vet. And if you put them together, you get Lev, which means heart, because we heart the Torah.
We do heart the Torah. Amazing. So we are going to start rolling up the Torah, and so what I'd like to invite you to do is see what Ben is doing right here. You can even just lean it on your arms, and then we can start rolling this up. So while we're rolling this up, let me think of more Torah trivia. Does anyone know how many portions there are in the entire Torah? Lila, how many Torah portions are there? 54 Torah portions. 18 high points. Cantor, can you think of any good Torah trivia before I poke people in the face with the Torah? What?
Who is the actor who held the 10 Commandments in the movie?
Are we
Which
talking
movie?
like
There's multiple
Mel Brooks,
movies.
Or are we talking like...
Oh, you mean like
where
in...
Charleston has... No, whatever works for you.
So I have some trope trivia.
Ooh, trope. I like trope.
There-
What is trope, Cantor?
So, what is trope? So trope is how we know the melody of the Torah. And that's when we're practicing, there's symbols that tell us the notes. But when we read from the Torah, there's no symbols and there's also no vowels. It's just straight up letters. So it's like if instead of the word letter, you had just LTTR and you had to figure out what that meant. So the trope is how we know how to chant it. And most of the Torah is chanted according to the trope like we heard tonight. We heard that the Song of the Sea, Shirat Hayam, has a slightly different melody. There's also a different way of doing Torah trope on the High Holy Days. And there are some special tropes. So there's a trope called Shalshelet, which only occurs 6 times in the whole Torah, and I don't think any of our students learned it. It sounds like this. Shalshelet. So it's very fancy, but it only occurs 6 times. And then there's one trope that only occurs 1 time, and it's called Yarech ben Yomo Karne Para. And that, I think, is the fanciest trope. But weirdly, it's only in a part where they're, like, measuring stuff. So it's not even, like, enhancing a fancy story or anything. All right, I think we could have some music again. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that all of you were extricated from the...
All right. If you could hear me, I'd like everyone to form a nice circle. We're going to do some nice, easy Israeli dancing. So come form a big circle. All right, I need a good circle. These are Israeli dances that everyone could do. So come form a circle for me, a small circle, whoever is Jerry, sit. If you would please come form a nice small circle. You will be able to do all of it, I promise you. Come form a circle. We need some people to form a circle. Are you here to form a little circle with the, all right, Rabbi Matt, we need you in our circle. All right, come on in. I need some people. I need you. This is so easy. Oh, great. Come in the circle. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my mom. Happy birthday. Woo! Oh, that's awesome. All right, come in my circle. Whoever is left here, come on in. We can dance with 5 people. But come in if you're going to be part of a nice little, very easy. Very, 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 very easy. Come on in. Okay. We are going to do Zodiac. Okay. So take a step back a little bit so it won't be too. All right, now we're going to do a very simple Hinema Tov. So put your arms down. I'm just going to show you this is so easy. Watch me first. Why don't you take a little step further back? Okay, take a little look now. It goes like this. Watch. Hinema. Don't move though. Hinema Tovu manayim. Then little steps. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hinema tovu manayim. Little steps. Shevet achim gam yachad. Good. Now we face the middle. That was perfect. How easy, right? Very, very easy. The next part goes like this. We're going to do like a little rock. Just listen first, and your brain is going to tell your feet. Right, left, together. Try that. Right, left, together. One more time. Right, left, together. Perfect. Now do, starting with your left foot. Left, right, together. So when I do it, watch me, I would be going right, left, together, left, right, together. Let's try it. Right, left, together, left, right, perfect. And the last part of it, it's again a right, left, right. Let's listen. Right, left, together to the side. Left, right, together. Your foot one foot stays in place, correct? Right, left, together, and left, right, together. I made it nice and easy. That's going to be the whole dance. and you're going to go, we're going to start this way, and then we'll face to the center, and you're going to just see how easy. You're going to flow. Pretend you're in Israel. This would be a wonderful time, actually, to be there. Here we go, starting with our right foot. Anytime you're ready, let's do it once without music. That's a smart thing. Thank you. You're very smart. Here we go. Ready? Hine matovu man. Now little steps. Shevet achim gam ya. Slow again. Hine matovu manayim. Quick ones. Shevet achim gam. Now we face the middle. Hine matov. Hine matov. Now to the side. Lai, la, lai, lai, la, lai, la, lai, la, lai. One more time, the same thing. Hine matov, hine matov. Now to the side. La, lai, lai, la, lai. Now to the left. And then we begin again, and you're going to flow with the music. Don't let the circle get too small. It's kind of, we want to do that. Stay nice. We're ready for you, orchestra. Here we go. Here we go. The next one is, again, a nice, easy one. And this one's going to be where, woo, 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 woo. We're going to go like this. Watch. We're going to go, dun, dun, dun. Okay. And we're going to clap twice to the outside and once to the inside. Twice to the outside, once to the inside. So we're going to just take nice steps around, and you're going to hear it with the music. And then when we face in the center, which you're going to know from the music, just simple. Step, snap, face into the center. Step, snap, step, snap, and little tiny steps to your spot. Step into the center we go. Little tiny steps, and we start moving around the circle again. So we're ready for Zemer Atik. They'll know what, you'll see the music is going to tell you what to do. All right, you ready? We're going around the circle again. our next little dance, we only have a couple, but it's so aerobic. This is so healthy for you. It's our connection to Israel, all these good Israeli dances. So this one is called Od Lo Ahavti Dai. The next one will be, I promise you. Od Lo Ahavti Dai, I have just not loved you yet enough. And this one involves a step called the grapevine, which is very easy. So on that side, they're going to follow you. Here we go. Take your right foot, cross it over your front. So you're moving across your right foot. And now step to the side. Now take your right foot, put it behind you. Step to the side. Put your right foot in front. Step to the side. Put your right foot back. Step to the side. So it's going to be this. Here's going to be what I'm going to guide you. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back, side. Great. The second part of the dance we already learned. That was the rock. That was right, left together, left, right together. Right, left together, left, right together. Perfect. That's the first part of the dance, the hardest part. Now we're going to go to the center and go, ay, yi, yi, and clap our hands. Ay, yi, yi. Go back to your spot. Here's the hardest thing. You're going to want to go to your left. Take 2 slides to your right. 1 slide and another slide. And then just turn yourself around. Ay, ay, ay. Clap. Go back to your spot. Take 2 steps to the right, Rabbi. Right. Another right. And turn yourself around.
Should I move while turning or just in place turning?
I'm going to hold your hand. Okay. So here we go. Are you ready? If you can hold hands, that's awesome. And the beat, we're going to start slowly so they don't collapse. Exactly. Remember, front, side, back, side. That's your spot. All right, we are ready. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back. Rock, rock. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back, side. Rock with the same foot. All right, we're ready to go. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Clap. Go to the right. 2 steps to the right. Turn around. Ay, ay, ay. 2 steps to the right. 1, 2, and now turn around. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back. Rock, rock. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back. Rock, rock. In the middle. Ay, ay, ay. Clap. Go to the right. 2 to the right. Right, right. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, no, I have to the right. Right. One more time. One more. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back. Rock, rock. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back. Rock. Here we go in the middle. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Go to the right. 2 to the right. Right, right. Turn around. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay. 2 to the right. Right. Woo! Okay. One more dance. That was awesome singing. We're going to do it in a line. So what I want, let's face this wonderful orchestra. And I'm going to be just stand in a line, one long line here. One long line. Just facing me. Face me in a line. Face me. Perfect. No, you're pretty. And you know what? Cantor, come forward. And Rabbi, come forward. Do you mind? No, this Rabbi stay. I think you stay here because I need you in this line. I was going to bring you forward. Jerry, come forward. And we need for you to come forward. Okay.
I don't
Now,
remember all of it.
I'm going to show you. Now, everyone face me. We have 2 parallel lines. That's what I need. And you're going to face me. Okay, now, here's what you're going to do. We're going to do 4 steps to the right, and we're going to just have our hands go like this. It's very good for your muscles. So watch me, and then we're going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, the other way. Left, good, good. All right, that's step part 1. Our next part, we have to go a little woo, and we're going to go 4 woos like this. We're going to make a circle. Woo, 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 woo. Got that? Yep. Pretty easy. Let's do those 2 steps together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4 the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Woo, 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 woo. Okay? That Rabbi. Okay. So those are our first spots. Got it? When we're finished with the wooing, we're going to clap this way and this way. All right? So you've got those parts. Watch me. Don't do it yet. Just watch. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo, a woo, a woo, a woo. Clap and clap. Got it? Okay. Part number 3. All right. Part number 3. We're going to kind of make, they call it a box, but it's not exactly. Just watch, listen. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Forward, side, back, together. Forward, side, back. You got it? It's just 4 steps. We're going to do that twice. Forward, side, back, together. Forward, side, back. Now a little cha-cha, like watch. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Try it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A right, left, right, left. And if you want, just do 6 little steps. It won't make any difference. So when we're finished with that part, we're going to be running to the left, and we're going to run back in our place, and then we're going to do a little wiggle and face the back, and we start all over again. And I'm going to run up there and do it from there. Okay. They'll follow me. Here comes Zodiac. Once we go through it once, we're okay. And then you can speed up. They got it. Okay. Ready? Don't forget to woo. so much. All right, you did it. If you wanted, we could finish with Yates.
That's the two-line one. I can do that one.
Let's finish with Yates. Let's finish with the Yates, yeah. Okay, we need a partner. Stay for one more dance. Can you stay for one more? One more?
They're done.
They're done. Okay, next time we'll do it. Awesome.
Good job. Good